Assalamu alaikum guys, welcome back to another episode of our Homeschool Adventures. So we hope that guys are all doing well. Today's special topic is Paracord for our survival skills video series. Paracord is a high-strength cord with a long history, which dates back to World War II, when the United States military introduced it as a parachute cord, which was used as suspension lines for their parachutes. And once the paratroopers had landed in the fields, they developed many new uses for their parachute cords. Although paracord was originally created for strict military use, its uses have now evolved for commercial and personal use too. There are so many different types of paracord out there, with different tensile strengths, sizes, and various colors to choose from. One of the most commonly known paracord is the same type of cord that was used for parachutes so many years ago. This is known as the Type 3 paracord or the 550 paracord, as it can hold up to 550 pounds of static weight. So over here is an example of some 550 paracord, as you can see. So guys, this paracord has a static tensile strength of up to 550 pounds. But just remember that you cannot use this for climbing or abseiling, as those cords are very different. This paracord has a diameter of about 4 millimeters, and the outer sheath is made from nylon and is composed of 32 woven strands. The inner is also made from nylon and has 7 strands, as you can see over here. These 7 inner strands have a static tensile strength of 50 pounds each, so 7 of these would be 350 pounds. And the outer sheath is 200 pounds of static tensile strength, making it 550 pounds in total. So guys, what else is super cool is that this paracord is mold, mildew, and rot resistant. Isn't that so cool? Paracord is a very strong and worthy item to have in an emergency survival kit, because it can have many uses in a survival situation. For example, you can use a paracord to tie logs or tarp together to make an emergency shelter. You can use paracord to make a bow drill to create a fire. You can use the inner strands inside of the paracord to make a fishing line, to catch fish, to make tools. If you break your shoelaces, you can use the paracord. And if your clothes get torn outdoors, you can mend them. You can also mend your outdoor equipment. And the list goes on and on. But just remember guys, if you purchase paracord, it should be from a reputable company which perform rigorous testing and meet military standards. Alright guys, so now that we have briefly discussed paracord, it is time for show and tell. So for show and tell day, why don't I show you guys a super cool tutorial on how to make a paracord bracelet for show and tell. I think that's going to be so cool. So let's go. Alright guys, so for show and tell day, we are going to be showing you guys how to make a paracord bracelet. Paracord bracelets are very cool because in an emergency situation, when you need rope, you can unravel the paracord bracelet and you will have a long, nice piece of paracord. So as you can see, I've already made a paracord bracelet for myself over here, and my little brother Rohan asked me to make a paracord bracelet for him as well. Just remember guys, when you make a paracord bracelet, you'll need adult supervision and adult help. So now let's begin. To make a paracord bracelet, you'll need some paracord. My little brother Rohan has chosen this paracord over here. You'll also need some tape measure, a ruler, some scissors, a lighter, and a buckle. There are so many different types of buckles out there. such as this one over here. This one has a fire steel, a compass, and a whistle. But since it has a fire rod, it is more for older people, as it can create a fire, and that isn't really suitable for younger children. So this is a more child-friendly buckle, as it only has a whistle. So we're going to be using this one. So, the first step is to measure your wrist. So I've already measured my little brother's wrist, and it's about 5 inches. So the rule for that is that you will need a foot for every inch, which would be around 12 inches or 30 centimeters. So for 5 inches, it would be 5 feet. So I'm going to be measuring this paracord over here. But before I do that, let me just clear some stuff out of the way. I'll see you in a bit. Alright guys, so now that we have cleared some stuff up, it is time to measure the paracord. Okay, so that is 5 feet. Now I'm just going to use my scissors to cut it. So after you cut it, you can ask an adult to burn these ends so then it stays nice and tidy. So for that, I'm going to be asking my dad to burn the ends for me. So guys, now the ends are burnt, as you can see, and they are all nice and tidy. I'm going to be moving this paracord and the ruler out of the way, as we do not need them anymore. And I'm also going to put a white background so it's easier to see the paracord bracelet. Okay. So what we need to do now is we're going to take our clip. It doesn't matter which end you start on. So I usually start off with this end. So we're going to make sure that the ends are even, like this. And we are going to take the paracord, put it from the bottom of the buckle to the top. So we're just going to try to pull it nearly all the way through. Okay, up to there. Then we're going to put the paracord through this little loop. And then we are going to be pulling. So we have to make sure that it's really tight. Gonna really pull it. Okay. Alright guys, so now it should look like this. So once you have that done, we're going to take the other part of the buckle. We're going to take the paracord, both the ends, feed it from the bottom to the top. And then we're just going to pull. So now what you want to do is that you would put this around your wrist and make sure that it is pretty snug. Mine and Rohan's wrist are very similar in size, and since I've already measured his, I'm going to be using my wrist to show you guys. Okay. Okay, just gonna clip this. Okay. So now we're just going to pull it, but we have to make sure it's not too tight. It has to have a bit of a distance, because that's where the weave is going to go. Now we're going to take this off. Okay. Now we're just going to lay this down, and we're going to get it all organized. So this should be the middle. There should be a right tag end and a left tag end. So now what you want to do is you're going to take your left tag end you're going to take it over the middle part of the bracelet. Then we are going to be taking our right part of the bracelet and we're going to be putting that over the left part. Now behind the middle and out from the loop. So roughly it should be looking like this so far. And now we're going to do it we're going to pull. Okay. So it has to be pretty tight. So I'm going to pull this pretty tight. Okay. Okay, so now it should be looking like this. So now we're going to keep repeating this. And since we started from the left, now we're going to do it on the right. So we're going to take the right end, put it over the middle part, left. We're going to put it on top of the right, behind the middle, and through the loop. And then we're going to pull. So now we're going to keep doing this throughout the bracelet. And pull. Now we're going to do the right side. Take it top the middle. Now behind the middle and pull. So far it should be starting to look like this. Pretty similar to this one. So now we're going to keep doing that. Quick tip, if you get a bit confused and not knowing which side you need to go, you see these little parts? So whichever side this thing is on, we're going to take that, put it on top, put left part on top like that, behind, and pull. Okay, so now it's looking pretty good. So you may have some excess paracord. As you can see over here, we're just going to cut that off very carefully. Okay, same to the other side. So guys, once again, you can ask an adult to bend these ends so it looks nice and tidy and doesn't unravel by itself. So once again, I'm going to ask my dad to bend these ends for me and I'll be back in a second. Alright guys, so now our paracord bracelet is complete and it looks pretty cool, doesn't it guys? So guys, once an adult burns the excess paracord, they will need to quickly push it down with a tool so that it sticks with the other paracord and doesn't unravel by itself. Alright guys, so we hope that guys enjoyed our super cool tutorial on how to make a paracord bracelet for show and tell. It was so cool. Remember to hit that subscribe button, like button and notification bell. And until next time, take care, peace be unto you, and bye! Alright guys, so we hope that you guys enjoyed our super fun tutorial on how to make a paracord bracelet for show and tell. Just remember that we couldn't say everything in one video, as there are hundreds of cool uses for paracords. So you guys will have to do your own research and continue learning. And now it is time to conclude our video with an inspirational quote. I wonder what it says. So over here is our super cool scroll, and it says, "The great thing about bushcraft is that wherever you go, the skills go with you." Wow, this is a really nice quote. Indeed, knowledge and skills which are beneficial can really help us in many different circumstances in our life wherever we go. We really love learning survival skills, as we can have a lot of fun whilst learning a lot of cool stuff. And God forbid, if there was an emergency, perhaps these survival skills could really come in handy to save us and others, inshallah. Alright guys, so we hope that you guys enjoyed our video and learned something new from it. Remember to hit that subscribe button, like button and notification bell, and don't forget to share this video. And until next time, take care, peace be unto you, and bye!